Say it again?
Just the start you guys had to
Oh, yeah, we were just so mentally prepared for this game. You know, we watched a lot of film on them. We knew exactly what we had to do defensively and offensively. None of us were shying away from shots, and you know, our leaders, X and Charles, led the way for us, and you know, we were really confident in ourselves this game, and we were ready to go.
Zavier, everybody got involved. You guys shared the ball well. Did this feel like, you know, the offense is supposed to feel like?
I mean, yeah, of course it did, but at the same time, we got some young players on our team. A couple guys played. This is a few guys on the team, including Iggy, is playing high minutes levels for the first time. So there's going to be some ups and downs throughout the season. We just have to fight through them, fight through adversity. There's going to be some games like Wisconsin, Minnesota that we have to just bounce back and get on to the next game and stay missing.
The defense, what went right during that 17-0 stretch?
I'm sorry?
What went right on defense during that 17-0 stretch?
We just kind of just locked in. I'm not just locked in.
Pit bulls.
Yeah, pit bulls, as he said, just locked in, and yeah, that was pretty much it.
How key was Charles in stopping the late groups?
I mean, it was extremely key. He was a great player. Charles is a great player as well. We need that defensive presence that he has. So he'll come in and guard a guy with the ability level and the athleticism that he has. So that was good, and as you see, it's kind of just fed on. It was contagious.
What does it do for the rest of the defense when you can kind of put a guy like Charles on Romeo and kind of give him that responsibility, and everyone else can kind of do their thing?
At the end of the day, I feel like the energy is contagious. Once we see Charles doing that, it kind of rubs off to myself, rubs off to Iggy, rubs off to the rest of the four players on the floor. We see that, we feed off them, and we just keep it going.
You said that there's going to be ups and downs. When you come out of the down and you have a game like this, what's it mean to prove out now?
It means a lot. It shows that we're mentally strong, mentally tough to be able to play a game like we played against Minnesota and Wisconsin, to be able to bounce back and go into someone's home court who is a really great team and be able to come in and just secure the bag, get the win.
Have you ever been in a game
Secure
before?
the bag.
Have you ever been in a game before where you've been ahead 17-0 and the other team hadn't scored at all, and they're going to get a field goal for 10 minutes?
Maybe when I was younger, maybe a kid, but definitely not at the collision level. So seeing that was definitely that we fed off that. We became more hungry once we seen that. We wanted to increase the lead at the same time getting stopped. Like at the end of the day, they have a really good team. We would be not very intelligent to believe that they weren't going to score sooner or later.
But it's about Indiana. You played them really well in Ann Arbor, and then you had a couple of games that you struggled against Wisconsin shooting, you struggled against Minnesota. What is it about Indiana that brings out the best in you guys? Because you shoot well all the time when you play them.
I'm not sure. I think some games will just be like that. This is one of the games this year again against them. That we just played well. Some guys seeing the ball falling through the hoop. Played great defense. So at the same time, we just have to stay mentally focused and know that it may be Indiana, Wisconsin, Minnesota, or the next team. We just have to believe in ourselves. As Coach Dillon always says, stay confident.
What was the emphasis in the timeout after they cut it to 10 to sort of send it out? What was focused on?
I just told my team the game's full of runs. We're going to make a run. We made a run at the beginning of the first half. They came back and made a run at the beginning of the second half. It's not about the runs, it's about how you bounce back from it. When you bounce back from it, it looked good. And I'm proud of my team for that. And we just have to know, try not to put in that position because that can change the whole game sequence if we allow many teams to do that.
Iggy, I imagine you've gone against Charles now for months in practice. What is it that you can see defensively that makes him a little bit different than other matchups?
He's just a fierce competitor, and he knows his angles really well. You know, he also got that reach, he's got the athleticism, but it's also the way he defends. You know, he cuts off what you like to do best, and he's quick to knowing, you know, what the player does best, and he did a great job with tonight as well.
Iggy, to see the 3-ball fall for you, get to 20 points, I mean, you feel you needed a game like this to get back on track, or where were you at the last?
I'm always on track, but you know, along with the team. But at the end of the day, it's just about growing every single day. But the basketballs felt really good for me. I like the abuse balls, and you know, I trusted myself fully. You know, my teammates have full trust in me to take shots, to make plays. My coaches have trusted me, and that means everything to me.
How important was that first three to get you going, get some momentum?
It felt really good. You know, it's been a while since I hit that first shot. So once I hit that, I right away got into a groove. So I was just ready to go.
talked a little bit about slowing Romeo down. He was able to get going in the second half of the first game. Was there any, but he only had 9 points tonight, was there anything schematically that you guys did different in this game, or was it just kind of the same approach?
At the end of the day, it's basketball. I mean, whether coaches give us a scouting report or not, we know what type of player he is. We know that we don't want to come out here and be lackadaisical with him and end up leaving here with a loss with him with 30 points. At the end of the day, we know who he is. It's not a secret who he is. He's a great player, and if we don't stop him, we can put ourselves in a dangerous situation.
As a team, you guys went all the way to the final game to lose to Villanova last year. People were talking about this team may be better than that team. What does your team think of that in a sense?
We just wanted to just stay focused, stay on the next game, get better every single day in practice, do the things we can control, play together, and I feel like we'll be in a great position to hopefully be in that same position.
After the last game, Charles kind of talked about the importance of stepping on another team's neck after you guys go up early. I guess what was different in that regard today, just maintaining intensity?
Just maintain it. Do the things we can control, no scouting point, get the X and O's from the coach, and just maintain. There's no special or secret ingredient to what we do. We just want to play together, listen to the coaches, and do the things we can control.
Was that something that I guess was emphasized more in practice this week?
It's emphasized every single day. Step on anybody neck who's in front of us.
Anything else?
Iggy, from those games at Wisconsin, Minnesota, I guess you guys maybe had trouble responding late in the game. I guess what did you guys learn in those games when Indiana cut it to 9? And it seemed like the buzz was kind of building, and then you guys hit a run and kind of just put it away there.
We were just hitting shots. In those games we weren't hitting the shots we usually make, and that kind of hurt us. But I feel like our confidence is growing every single day. Getting in the gym, we like the practices are definitely harder than the games for sure. Especially with the intensity that X brings and we all bring to the table. It's we get in each other's faces during practice. So when it comes to games, it's like this is an opponent, so it's that much. It makes the game that much more competitive for us. So yeah, we're just ready to get on the road and get some more road kills.
And I guess how much do you enjoy those moments when the crowd was starting to get into it, and then you hit that first corner three and you flash the money sign and kind of quiet everybody down?
I love that. That's probably one of my favorite parts of basketball is shutting the crowd down, and I love going on the road. I gotta make sure everyone knows I hit that shot, and then it's a tactic I use.
Is it just something about the number 13 where you feel like you have to be the villain, like Mo was kind of the villain last season?
Yeah, I don't mind being the villain. I love hate. I love the hate I get. It motivates me more. So thank you to everyone who's hating on us as a team, as well as myself. So that's it.
All right, thanks, fellas.
Thank you.